Hello and welcome to Out of Our Box. I'm Ricky and I'm here with my co-host, a very good friend, Aaron. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, thanks, man. You?
Yeah, I'm good. Very good. And yeah, this week we are joined by another very good friend of ours and our guest, Daniel. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right. That's where I can be. Finished work and that, so absolutely fucking shattered. But yeah, I'm here.
Very good. All right. Yeah. This week we thought we'd delve into some American business. So, some of the
Ah,
odd,
fuck.
some of the oddities of assassinations and all sorts. And I suppose before we start, we better clarify that we are not affiliated with any political party or not affiliated with anything to do with American politics. We have not got no affiliation with anything. We are just three English guys who took it upon ourselves to just discuss it.
Quite far. We're quite far away from America anyway. I don't think we'll be plotting assassination attempts anytime soon.
No time soon. But yeah, we thought we'd discuss it because it's quite a big part of um today's scene and probably a big part of history now, if you know what I mean, and it will be, I think, because assassinations are. Yeah, first of all, I think the whole thing's bizarre from start to finish. Anyway, Aaron, what do you think about the as a whole? What do you think about it? Can't hear you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, no worries. I'll stick through Reaper and I'll try. I've already it from the beginning anyway, so I'll try. I'm sure I can take bits out. I shall work on it. But yeah,
Yeah, I was on holiday when it happened, and then Gina texted me and was like, Did you see what's happened to Trump?" And I was like, I don't know what I didn't expect the news to be that he's been shot at. I was just expecting that he said something stupid. And yeah, but someone like him and all previous uh presidents, they would get Secret Service coverage during their campaigns and then for the rest of their life. And I just found it very strange that they could allow a weird teenager to take a shot at him.
yes, very odd. What's your overview of it, Daniel? Before we get into the nitty gritty.
Um. So it is quite surreal to see something like that in American politics in my day, in our day and age, like and it was quite from a distance, but there was clearly security watching. Like, how can you not spot someone lying on the fucking cargo trailer or whatnot and be like, oh yeah, he's got a gun, but I'm sure he won't do fucking anything, won't he? Um, but I think it's actually gave some sort of resurgence to the Trump campaign as well. Um, I think he's actually came on top. Other than surviving, I think like he's actually, people's been more looking up to him kind of thing. And as you can see with some of his fans wearing a patch on their fucking ear.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I think fucking how bizarre. That's really bizarre. Yeah, I think it's boosted his political career, and I think it gave him a really good shot of being the president again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Through some of the timeline that has come out, and whether it's 100% accurate, I'm not 100% sure. We'll go for it. Apparently, the obviously the shooter, he was Thomas Matthew Crooks, That was his name. And he registered to attend the rally on the 6th of July. And that day, apparently, he Googled how far was Oswald away from Kennedy.
That was convenient.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's doing this research.
Yes,
Yeah.
he done a bit of his research.
Well,
What else he Googled? I have no idea, but
well, I actually read right. That last thing he actually Googled before he died was porn. Because he
possibly
couldn't
go
do
He's
it.
trying to psych himself up.
go out with a bang. Is there any Trump pulled out there? I
Yeah.
don't know. Probably. But
Because there
yeah,
was a thing
Can
as
you
well
imagine?
that he was a registered Republican as well, wasn't there?
there was. But don't quote me on this. Yeah, through this podcast, don't quote us on anything because we don't fucking know. Yeah, apparently his parents were uh, registered Republicans or that had that affiliation. Um, yeah, and obviously the Google search was referencing John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963. But
Yeah.
yeah, so he done that, and next day, July the 7th, he visited the Butler Farm, the showground, um, the future site of the campaign rally announced by Trump 4 days earlier. He spent 20 minutes there, apparently. I don't know, I didn't know he spent 20 minutes there. But there you
Maybe
go.
from his phone or something.
Possibly, possibly. Yep, just I don't know what he was doing there, walking around, scouting the place out, looking for potential shooting location, looking for potential
Looking for Lee
slope.
Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, looking for slope proofs. But, but yeah, yeah, he was there. And then uh, on the 12th of July, he went to a shooting range and practiced with his rifle.
Well, so he certainly didn't practice hard enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the rifle we used was an AR-15 rifle that was bought from him by his father.
I
Um,
mean, I mean, they're
no,
pretty accurate guns.
he had bought it from his father,
Oh.
rather. So, which is mental. But
I
well,
mean, it is a pretty common gun in America as well.
yeah,
I think
Yeah.
that's the gun that gets used most in most shootings in America.
I do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to maintain, I think, and it's just
Yeah.
like, I mean, I shot
Readily
one.
available.
Yeah, I shot one in back in May when I was in Pennsylvania, and yeah, they're quite light. Like they are fairly light and quite accurate. So and yeah, fairly powerful as well. So they're very reliable, and obviously they're most widespread and common. A lot of Americans just absolutely
Yeah.
love them.
I don't know if they're cheap or not, but it seems like a lot of people have them.
I'm not too sure. I didn't look at the price actually. I mean, you know, I couldn't really buy like a gun in America for
Yeah, I
like
don't think they're letting you bring that back again.
yeah, a souvenir. And it's gonna shot at the silencer as well, and Stars and Stripes painted on the barrels. So it's the most fucking American thing ever.
Yeah.
So light enough to carry on a roof.
Yeah,
Oh
easy.
yeah, yeah.
Power it.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
It's not a Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on July the 13th, the day of the assassination attempt, Crooks bought a 5 foot ladder before driving to the rally site in the morning. Well, I don't know how. I mean, I would think that that being such a high profile day, that
Yeah.
it would that there would be people there from very early. You know, I mean, setting up, even scouting things out, putting I know gunmen and God knows what security everywhere. I mean, to get a 5 foot ladder, I don't know, just casually. Uh, walk it into the site. I don't know how. With a gun.
Yeah, Butler, Pennsylvania as well isn't like a big city. It's quite a small town. It's like there's not much going on there, and then someone's walking around
Yeah.
with a ladder and an assault rifle. Obviously, it's a bit weird, this.
Yeah,
It's a
slightly
bit,
strange.
You've got
it's a
the
bit sus.
yeah, so someone's running for president and having a rally, and this guy's walking towards it with a gun and ladder.
Well, he discarded of the letter somewhere, and possibly the gun. I don't know what, but allegedly he didn't have no ammo, so he left the rally site and bought 50 rounds of ammunition from the local gun store.
He turned up there with no bullets.
It's a very Russian thing to do, isn't
Yeah,
it? That's a World War. That's
what
a
was he
war
gonna do?
reference.
Throw it?
Yeah, yeah. God,
What's scared? What Trump sees the barrel from far away and gets scared to death? Is that
Yeah,
how he was hoping the assassination will go?
oh yes, to I mean, you got to think to get in to the rally on the day with a ladder, potentially a gun, because it doesn't say nothing about him when he brought the gun in, and then leave the rally site, buy ammunition, and then
yeah.
come back in with ammunition. It's like 50 rounds. I mean, 50 rounds of ammunition, to be honest, I don't really know what it looks like. I don't know if
It's not
it's,
a lot. It's like
yeah,
it's just a
Uh,
small box.
is it? So,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. 15 bullets can go fast, like it can go under less than a minute. Um, but then again, most guns in that state, well, all guns in that state should be semi-automatic anyway. So in a lot of states nowadays, I think like automatic guns are banned.
yeah. In all the whole of America, they're banned.
Except for Nevada, you can shoot like automatic weapons in Nevada.
Yeah, I
But I
think
think,
it's just civilians aren't allowed to own them.
um, I think like no, tourists can go into shooting range and actually shoot automatic weapons. I've done so like over 10 years ago. So, but I don't know if that's a change of law or it's a norm or whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just varies from state to state. Like in Pennsylvania, you can actually open carry a pistol, I think. But you,
Yeah,
no, you can't. Actually, I don't know. I'm not so
there are
sure.
definitely some states that you can just open carry anything.
yeah.
You can
Yeah.
just walk around with a rifle on your back, and then
Have you seen that video of a bloke like fishing in Florida and he's got like two fucking like assault rifles strapped up to his back or front and two pistols on his side, just openly carrying them. And the
Casually
police
fishing.
officer's like, yeah, and he's just like, I'm just fishing. It's my right to carry guns. I'm just fishing.
so what are you fishing for?
It's just fish, but I'll have his guns
Godzilla.
anyway because I can. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hey
you
ho.
know what I mean? Like, just because you can doesn't mean you shouldn't.
Yep. Oh, pardon me. It does have something about the gun here. Bought the ammunition before driving back to the rally at 3:35 p.m. armed with his rifle and with an explosive device in the trunk of his car. The boot, as we call it. But so yeah, so he come back with a gun afterwards. I'm assuming with the ammo as well.
yeah,
Yes, which is so. When did what was it? I've got the time when Trump did go on stage somewhere. 6:03. So
yeah.
you you would expect at 3:35 that everything would be in place.
Yeah, it's not like they've just thrown it all together.
No,
But I'm sure the Secret Service has been planning this for at least a week, gone there to
surely.
see what's around.
Well, clearly by the pictures, they haven't much
Yeah.
and the videos.
So
Or
yeah,
was it like one of the women like just ducking and Donald Trump like standing there like his fist up and one was just fucking ducking like 3 foot away from him.
yes,
It's like she's the one getting shot at. Sorry.
yeah, no, you could mate, you could. Yeah, so a rifle exploding device. And then at 4:26. a local enforcement counter sniper ended his shift and spotted crooks around the AGI International warehouse where police counter snipers were positioned. The counter sniper messaged his colleagues about crooks, noting that he may know about the police presence inside the building, which I didn't know. It's still an oddity that obviously the roof was unmanned, but there was police inside the building.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange.
I have no idea.
And it was, yeah, members of the public that spotted him first. And there's videos that you can see it, and they're sort of pointing to the police, saying there's a guy out there.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
Oh.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
He's just sunbathing with his like
Yeah,
AR-15.
pointed at the rally.
Yeah,
it's
he's just
so
resting.
it's so odd. It's the things that fuel conspiracies. That's
Yeah,
it.
100%.
Because it is very odd. You say then people just pointing him, shouting, and saying, "There's a guy on the roof." Or whatever. It's my worst American accent, but yeah, there's a guy on it, and it's just yeah. As I said, it fuels conspiracies. But we'll get into all that. But yeah, then at 5:10 p.m., one of the counter snipers still in the building saw Crooks directly underneath the warehouse and photographed him. Um, the counter sniper saw him scoping out the rooftop of the building and carrying a golf rangefinder.
Mm,
Yeah, I heard something that he got. I don't know if it's true, but he got pulled over or something, or tugged, and he had a rangefinder on him hours before. But I don't know how true that is. It's just something I saw
yeah,
online.
I did. I think I did see that, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that was just people on the internet talking.
Yeah. Um.
But yeah, he's
And
clearly trying to set up distance to find
yeah,
out.
yeah. He weren't playing golf. Put it that way.
Yeah,
Which and yes. And this particularly alarmed officers. Uh,
yeah, I'm not surprised.
the counter sniper text images of crooks to the other members of law enforcement before heading outside to find him and keep a visual contact while backup arrived.
What was I fucking blind?
Yeah,
I'm not
Visual
sure.
contact. Some guy with a fucking like golf bag or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far the backup were. But
yeah.
backup, it seems like a quite a confined space.
Well, because he
Um,
was only 120 yards away from where Trump was anyway.
I'm sure the I don't know. I really don't know. Yes, and Crooks ran from his position and evaded the manhunt. And that one police officer was joined by four other local police officers, and Crooks still evaded them. Um, I don't know. It's it's hard to evade a police in
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
there's actually
Yeah,
four of them.
and
I
especially when
don't.
you've got like photographic evidence as well, what it looks like, what he's wearing.
Yeah,
And it's just like, no, it's just clearing thin there.
he didn't come across as a criminal mastermind in any of the pictures that he was
It
doing.
didn't. No. But yeah, and then a Secret Service officer spotted Crooks on the rooftop roughly 20 minutes before the shooting. Which is,
Yeah,
it's- that is that part is just fucking scary. It's a Secret
yeah,
Service officer.
Yeah, I mean, like you
yeah.
wouldn't
His
think
job's
like,
to protect him.
yeah,
Yeah,
you think like, yeah, you spot a guy on the roof and somewhere, and you'd be like, that seems a bit sus.
yeah,
Do you want to check it out? Nah, I'd be fine.
yeah,
Yeah, it's 20
Nah, I'm
minutes.
sorry, what?
It's 20 minutes. It's not like he spotted him 2 minutes before the shooting. Even two, I reckon even 2 minutes someone could have got there. Or I mean, are they? I'm sure the Secret Service. I see in the afterwards that they would. It's shoot on site, isn't it? It's like
yeah.
if they feel that
That
a
there's a
that
threat.
it's a threat. It's
Well, they could have got like they could have given a warning shot, like shot near the area where he was like stationed.
Yeah,
So
or even
like
just
get
send
him off.
someone over there.
yeah, 20 minutes
Yeah,
before. Yeah, just send someone get on the roof.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, what are
Excuse
you
me,
doing?
mate. We
Yeah,
yeah.
he's even put a ladder there for you, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that AR-15 you got in your hand for?
Yeah.
Yeah, we doing that. Are
You
we not
playing
going to
some
shoot
golf?
anyone? Yeah.
Oh, he's just on the roof. He's laying down on the roof, right? Just leave the guy
Yeah.
alone.
While people are shouting, there's a guy on the roof with a
Yeah.
gun,
Yeah.
and then everyone's just like, "Yeah, that's all right, that's fine." Actually.
That's a common occurrence at these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, and multiple local law enforcement officers identified Crooks and believed that he might have been acting suspiciously. This is not,
Mind blown.
this is not a joke. This is I'm reading from the
yeah.
manuscript of the timeline. I'm not making it up. I'm making up the bits in between, but he may have been acting suspiciously, laying down on the roof 20 minutes before with a gun.
Listen, I do this every day, mate.
Yeah. No, that's just our local. Was it the village idiot?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He does that all the time when there was a big rally. Don't mind him. He's harmless.
Well, even where I live, if I walk outside, and it's a very unlikely event that someone will be on the roof with a gun.
Yeah.
But acting suspiciously would be probably it wouldn't even probably that wouldn't be the term I'd use.
No.
What's
No.
acting suspiciously? Someone standing in a corner just of a street, I don't know, waiting at 2 a.m. looking suspicious, or someone in a long coat outside of a school acting suspiciously. But
I mean, something like Jimmy Savile outside of school is something. It's quite suspicious.
That's definitely
But like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
well, definitely now.
That's not suspicious. Yeah.
um,
Who's actually related? One from BBC who's actually getting convicted or acute or trialed.
Oh, the newsreader.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's
related.
another big.
They love
Huh?
it, the BBC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's another whole episode. Don't worry about that. Coming for them.
Operation Yewtree updated.
Yeah.
That is in our country. We know about that BBC.
America's got their assassination problems.
Yeah,
We've
Yeah.
got a pedo problems.
but yes, yeah. So he was acting suspiciously, and um, they expressed their suspicions over the radio. The radio communications were available to all Secret Service that was there that day on the rally. So yeah, they had one radio frequency for everyone. They usually record it that
Yeah.
on that, but unfortunately on that day, um, it wasn't recording.
That's a coincidence.
So it is either like I don't know, maybe Biden wants him there, the sign of the Democrats wants him there because he knows he's going to win, or they're just giving the most fucking thickest secret services they can find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go through the whys. I think that's a good little conversation to have. But yeah, and then he apparently he walked across a series of interconnecting roofs as well, to eventually come back to the firing position. So from if you can't see him laying down, the guy's running in over the
Yeah,
roof.
walking up and down. He's not exactly hiding.
No,
We got someone with ADHD acting suspiciously. Yeah.
running across the roofs. Whether he had a gun in his hand while he's running across the roofs, I don't know. But well, I don't know. He might have left it there.
If he's running across the roof, I just fucking think here, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Um, the building that he was on housed three police snipers tasked with covering the rally, but because of the shortage of personnel, not one of them was on the roof. Uh, and he did not undergo security screening, as his rooftop location, according to law enforcement, was outside the Secret Service's security perimeter for the rally.
Yeah, I did read that because they said that one of the reasons for the lack of Secret Service is because Biden's team also using Secret Service agents as well for protection, obviously, and then they think that there was only so many assigned to Trump on that day because they didn't think it'd be much of a problem.
Well, how wrong
Yeah,
they were.
yeah, exactly. Seems like a massive lapse in judgment.
But you'd think in my, I mean, I'm no Secret Service agent, but if you know the range of a gun and a very popular
Yeah,
gun that it
yeah,
is, um, yeah, you would know the range and you would know where to put agents on that surround. If it's, how can it be out of the range of their remit when it was
when you can still be shot from
shot from there?
Yeah.
To me that doesn't make no sense.
No, I
Well, I
agree.
think, well, I think like someone that's suspiciously with a gun at a Trump rally, even outside the perimeter of a Secret Service, why didn't law enforcement go up there in the first place and just check him out? Like,
Yeah,
saying, you know, what's stopping law enforcement? It's in their jurisdiction, isn't it?
yeah,
Especially local,
they're
the
still
local
there to
police.
protect the people.
Yeah, and there's no law against like a policeman going up and saying to someone, "What do you think you're doing with that AR-15?
Yeah,
I hope you're not going to assassinate,
yeah,
Well, ask him
Donald Trump."
politely. That's a very
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a very English way of taking control of
yeah.
it.
That's not very American.
No, it's
yeah.
not. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
All right, mate. You all right with that gun?
yeah,
I hope you're not going to do anything silly with that.
That's a very English way of doing
Go
it.
on, go on, mate. Sting your hook on your
yeah.
bike.
Get out.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Trump arrived on stage at 6:03, and at 6:05 he began to speak. So from him going in, or even when he come in with a gun at 4:26, whenever it was,
Yeah,
or well, no, sorry, 3:35 when he got it, from 3:35 to when Trump started speaking at 6:03. For
yeah.
them,
He's been hanging around with a gun.
for them to let him go on stage and speak is it's another.
Yeah,
Surely you would take control of the shooter in whatever way, and if you didn't, you'd postpone it. Surely.
yeah. Surely, because if you think that someone's got an intention to try and do something like that, even if it wasn't to shoot him, it could have just been to kill people around the area. You'd be like, well, this is obviously a massive safety problem. They've got some guy that we've been seen in the area with a gun, and we don't know where he is anymore.
Yeah,
He's on the rooftop somewhere,
Yeah,
running
yeah.
and laying down.
Alarm bells.
yeah,
Yes, there was none apparently. So there you go ahead. And yes, a few minutes into Trump's speech, approximately at 6:11 p.m., Crooks fired 8 shots into the rally. Um, I think there's a person killed, wasn't there?
yeah. Firefighter.
Yeah, there was a firefighter killed.
Didn't he shield didn't he shield the family?
Yeah, I think he's like trying
Right.
to protect his daughter. I think.
Yeah, I think yeah, that
Yeah.
rings the bell.
Yeah,
Um,
I think his name was like Anthony Cumio or something like that.
okay. Yes. Yeah. So, and then obviously from there, um, obviously Trump was shot in the ear, as he moved his head to left hand side. That was, um, I don't know. Was it, um,
Luck, divine intervention.
purpose? I don't
Yeah,
know. Casting aspersions, as I said, but I
yeah,
don't know.
I
Uh,
mean, just all it took is just a like a couple of millimeters of movement to actually
Yeah.
avoid a shot to the head.
Well, he
Yeah,
turns to look at the screen because he's describing something on the screen,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
and as he turns, that's when they go fire. And it's like half a second earlier, he would have killed
yeah. It would. It's
yeah,
crazy. It's just,
him.
and then I think one of the things I've got to talk about as well is the people in the crowd. Some of them. I mean, I know I've heard that Americans have a different outlook to guns than us,
Yeah,
um, and they're around them much more frequently. But even though you're around them much more frequently, if I'm somewhere and I hear gunshots, the
yeah,
first thing is get the fuck out of there, man.
yeah,
yeah.
But it's like they stay around, especially if you've seen the video of that one woman.
yeah. She's directly behind Trump, isn't she? And
Yeah.
she's just sort of like, just sort of sits down. It's like,
Yeah,
what do you
she's like
do?
sits down. She's got a sign, sits back, sits down, and there's gun started. She don't even flinch. She just gets the phone out and starts recording.
Yeah,
It's like she was expecting something. That's what it was like. As I said, no aspersions, but from just watching it as I don't know, watching it on video, it seems very odd.
I don't know if it's one of those things that, it happens so quickly, it takes you a while to realize what's actually happening.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think like maybe like it's a shock kind of thing, like because when you hear guns, obviously when you hear gunfire from far away, it sounds like a popping noise,
Mm,
and people just probably heard it, and not realizing it's being directed towards Trump.
that,
I don't know,
yeah,
because even at a far distance, it still sounds, you know, it's loud, but
with it
you
being
know,
close to the 4th of July as well, because people thought it was fireworks.
yeah,
Possibly.
possibly. I
Possibly. But,
mean, I just,
but then
oh,
Trump
sorry.
saying that, go on. Trump he goes to the floor then. And
Yeah,
sort of everyone's still
it
like,
takes the Secret Service a while to get to him, doesn't it? He's like,
yeah.
and then they're sort of like, yeah, we need to move, we need to move, and then like, nothing sort of happens, and they allow him to sort of stand on stage.
But then they're all around him, and then
Yeah,
it's it's very odd. And then they get the most probably American picture ever with
yeah,
Trump
his
standing
hand
in
in the air.
Secret Service,
Yeah,
just in the air.
with a fucking like a flag in the background.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's such a good timing that was.
Yeah,
That's got
Very
to
odd.
be probably
very
that's probably got to
suspect.
be the most like iconic fucking Trump photo ever.
Yeah.
It is. I think
You
I've
know
seen
what I
people
mean?
getting tattoos of it already. But,
Oh yeah, of course.
it's
Well,
yes,
it's like with the fans to be like, be dressing on you. They're copying him, ain't they?
they are.
Those with
Yeah,
hoodies, and
I'm
it's just
surprised he's not
like,
selling them on his website. Trump bandage.
Yeah, and yeah, the
it'll be the
bandage
best
thing.
bandage ever.
The
Yeah.
bandage thing afterwards was the solidarity thing, just to wear a bandage on your ears. It's still it's very strange to me as well. But it's like I don't know. It seems obviously I've never been to the US, but I think here I think our politics in England, if we haven't got so much of a an investment to one side here, if you know what I mean. They've got Democrat, Republican, and they're the two parties. Well, we've got a few more than that, and if we want to change our mind, we sort of do without. Um,
Yeah.
it's not so much they could stomp perception I get. They could staunchly dislike that person who's coming to power of their political party, but they will still
Still
vote.
vote for them.
Yeah, and they will just
Yeah,
because it's there. It's like a what? Not
Well, they
what
have
could
like an idolization of the party rather than the person, whereas British people seem to have a disdain for politicians in general, I
general.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
I think I think as well. Like in America, the president, especially nowadays, seems more like like Donald Trump is more of a cult personality as well.
Yeah.
We did have it with Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson was a very like cult of personality as well. Like it was probably our most bombastic prime minister, like that I can remember.
Yeah, I
Um,
wouldn't say a cult personality, because most people call him a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
yeah, but the thing is, I think the thing is as well is that when people voted for like Conservatives when Boris Johnson was a party leader, I think a lot of people knew that yeah, he's not going to be that fucking reliable. But you know, we're going to vote for Tories because we don't really want Jeremy Corbyn either.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people probably like voted and say, well, it's- where in America people are either man Trump or Biden, and that's it. It's just like all their faith goes into whatever leader believe in, and it's just very, and yeah, when I'm in America, like when I was in America, people are quite outspoken about politics. Like people have no qualms about like speaking about politics and stuff like that,
Mm.
and about a range of issues. Where I think the British, we only really like talk about it like to our close mates more likely, but we're not
Yeah,
as
or when there's
or
something actually going on, rather
yeah,
like it
yeah,
just seems to dominate their
yeah,
Yeah,
um lifestyle a lot more than it does here.
yeah,
yeah. But we don't have the whole like like signs outside the house saying
Yeah.
like massive signs saying like Rishi Sunak or Keir Starmer. Um,
we have
where in
football teams.
America,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 for big fucking like like maybe West Ham flag and little sticker in the window saying I vote for Labour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it seems like here that like we could have five people sitting around a table, and I don't know, two of them would vote for someone, a party. One of them will vote for another party, and two of them for another. And we could sit around the
Yeah.
table, we could speak about it, and then have a laugh and go on to something else. Where it seems like in America, there's no sitting around the table. Like if you're, it's like they do not sit around the table with each other. They are that side or that side, and that side
Yeah.
only
Yeah,
associates with them, and that side associates with them, and it's sort of it looks divisive from the outside.
It's very partisan. It's like they don't find any way to agree at all.
Yeah,
and I don't think like they try to find common ground either. I think
No.
it's like if you're conservative, which let's say American conservatives are very different from British conservatives. So if you're conservative, obviously you vote Republican. If you're like all liberal and stuff like that, you vote for Democrats. But they don't look into what I don't think they look into much as we do into what like the party policies are. I think there's just, I think a lot of them will just stick to their guns and say, well, I always vote for Democrats. I'm liberal.
Yeah,
I'm
my
more left
family's
wing.
been Republican and then that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
generations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very the whole assassination attempt is very odd. What unveiled after it with obviously Biden putting out was added to the oddity, I think, and because I mean from us again from the outside looking in, you could see for years that he wasn't he was a bit um what's the word? He was struggling.
Yeah,
Put it that way. I mean,
in many ways.
it's,
yeah.
and
Well,
obviously
was it when he called, was it Zelensky Putin?
yeah, that was a bad
Yeah.
idea, man. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that was well, I'll say a bad idea. I don't think he meant it, but
I'm not sure he knew what the fuck's going on there.
I don't think he meant to be president, but
Yeah.
possibly, possibly
yeah.
there might be
One
people.
of the craziest things is that he's dropped out from the race. He's still president now. It's
Yeah,
like,
that doesn't make no sense to me.
Oh, yeah,
Does
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because he's president until the end of his term, and then obviously election term, elections happen until, whoever wins and become president. But Joe Biden's still president, so it sounds like the UK. But he's out of the race to, for another term. So
but it's
obviously
like if he's
Kamala
not up
Harris.
to the job, like
Yeah.
of doing it next time, surely he's not up to doing it now. Yeah.
Well, they just they'll probably ship him off to a retirement home afterwards.
And then that's one of the things with Americans as well. So like, they're once the process is done, the votes are in, and then whoever wins wins. There's like months and months of handover. Like whereas in the UK, like the Conservatives lost, and then Keir Starmer's moving in the next morning. It's like
Next
pack your
morning, yeah.
fucking bags.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I think the vote is it November and then it takes till
Yeah,
January for it to kick in. Yeah,
which
it's
is
like,
insane.
it is. Once the people have voted, get the fuck out. I'm
Yeah.
moving
Oh
in.
yeah,
You're
oh
evicted.
yeah, yeah. 'Cause
Take your
that's what
cat with
happened, was it? That's because that's what happened at the was it the what day was it? Was it 8th of January or something? Or 12th? Where
January
it's meant to
6th,
hand
isn't it?
over. Yeah, yeah, transfer of power.
Yeah.
And obviously Mike Pence, one the then vice president, was signing a documentation something like recognising Biden as a president, and obviously he didn't like that. But I think the elections happened in November time, so I think it takes about a couple of months, to transfer of power. I don't know
Yeah,
why,
I have no idea.
but
No idea.
I mean our electoral, our election system is just basically like. All right, let's just do it. Let's just get on and done with.
One
Yeah.
in, one
Can't
out.
wait any longer. Yeah, I can't.
You've
Rishi
had
Sunak's
it
probably
tough.
like, I'm going to lose. I might as well just fucking go. I might as well just lose now instead of later, ain't I?
Yeah. I wonder if he started packing up like a week before. He's like, oh,
Yeah, just
might as
go
well
in
just
there,
get.
just in case.
Yeah.
Well, he probably knew anyway, but still.
Well, he's probably like, well, at least I got my Sky TV.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a TV. He's got. Yeah, we won't go into our. Yeah, as fucked up as American politics probably are, ours is probably as equal or more.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think like ours is just a bit like, I don't know. It is funny some things like like where you just British people just take a piss out, no matter who you support. Even if you support Rishi Sunak, you would say, well, that's fucking stupid, isn't it? Why would you put your foot? Why would you put your foot in it?
Yeah. So the whole assassination thing, the whole assassination attempt, um, was it just a complete security mess up? Was it the Secret Service absolutely, I don't know, having an off day? I mean, the greatest security service in the world, allegedly, uh, having an off day, or was it something more sinister?
I
Mm.
mean,
Yeah,
if, who knows? Like, a lot of people believe that the CIA tried to have Kennedy killed, and then there's quite a few similarities, weirdly, between him and Trump because they're both staunchly anti-war, and then America's biggest export is war
yeah, more.
and military armaments. So
Yeah,
could that have been a reason why to try and get rid of him? You can see, you can see a plot there.
You can see a plot. Yes, so that would be the establishment, the powers that be, trying to get rid of him.
I
Um,
think I think
go
like I don't know much about conspiracies, so I haven't really looked into much of conspiracies, and so I'm only going by information what is being told in this podcast. But I do believe that maybe there could be a possibility of
on.
um, a conspiracy, but then I don't know how security can fucking just mess up that much. Just seeing someone just really fucking suspicious and acting weirdly to the point where he sits, laying down on the fucking roof for 20
Mm,
minutes. Even if it's outside, or was it security, Secret Service perimeters? It's a bit weird not to just like, fucking investigate further and just, yeah. I'm a bit torn between the two because I do, reckon security can be incompetent and
yeah,
get a lot of people making errors all into one room is, I think, it's a possibility. A small chance, but it's still a chance.
all of those police must have been wearing body cams though.
I would have
So
thought so.
yeah, so like, where's
Yeah,
that? And then the radio not being recorded is very suspicious.
Yeah, and
yeah,
another another red flag was there was no drone. Like literally, drones. Drones are like a normal arsenal
Yeah,
now, a kit for service, but for anybody.
yeah,
Uh,
reconnaissance
yeah, it
everywhere. Yeah,
is, and there was no no drones that were No, if you think if there is a lack of security, you'd think a drone would be perfect, wouldn't you? Because it's
Yeah, to
surveillance.
cover a
It's just
wider
it's a
area.
massive surveillance. And it was a massive surveillance operation, but it's I don't know why it wasn't there. And then the roof. I mean, the obviously the Secret Service lady who resigned.
Yeah,
Um,
the head of the Secret Service.
yeah, was it Kimberly something or her name?
Yeah,
I forget her name off the top of my head. But I only heard about her after this, to be honest with you.
yeah,
I think when it happened, she came out and said the reason there was no one on the roof was because of health and safety issues.
yeah. It
That
was too
the
sloped.
that the roof was too sloped.
Oh, wait,
But
what the
then,
fuck?
um, but then the Secret Service they'd put up like a tower, and the roof was more sloped than the roof that was on top of the building. It's like there is no way
Health and safety
that
gone mad.
it wasn't put up there because the roof was too sloped. It's a roof. They build them. I mean, if someone wants to fix it, if there's a thing, get on it.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you probably do stuff
So
companies would, but
He was all right to sit up on there for 20 minutes and walk around on it.
yeah,
but there's people that's gone up there after and just walked about on
Yeah.
it.
That just
so
seems like a
like
massive lapse in judgment.
what I understand is like health and safety. It's like so okay, so you got a bit of a slopey roof, but then it's fine to have the fucking hail of bullets coming your way.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
That's a
don't see
bit
how
like
they didn't
yeah,
put someone on there.
that's a bit
yeah,
bullshit.
it
You know what I
is.
mean?
Why no one was on there is will be and always maybe. Oh, it might come out the truth. I don't know, but it's always going to be a mystery. It'll be. I don't. It'll be like the attempted assassinations of other presidents and actual assassinations of other presidents.
Yeah.
In years to come, people will dissect it again. And I mean, they've done it. The Kennedy one's been done over and over again. And there's been lots of documentaries and good
Yeah, the
stuff on
amount of
them.
documentaries I've watched on that and
Yeah,
podcasts I've listened to.
yeah, it's great. Yeah,
I mean,
more.
it's an example like what one vegan, like someone just came out out of the crowd and shot him, and that's more harder because that's a concealed weapon. You know what I mean? And any Americans can, any sane Americans can own a gun, a
Yeah, and
firearm.
Yeah.
but if it was someone in the crowd at the rally, or it was a random person that come out or was walking and shot him, or something like that, or tried to shoot him, it would make a bit more sense. But
Because
this
it
is
was so quick and then
yeah,
like but not
Yeah,
something that's gone on for literal hours.
yeah, the whole day, basically,
Yeah.
literally the whole day.
yeah.
This guy's been
Someone's
there.
getting the tab, someone's getting the place, and wait a minute, I forgot my bullets.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy.
I
He's
bet
been
a
back
nip
and
pop
forth
out of
twice. He brought a ladder
that.
in
Yeah.
and bullets, and gun. I mean, he's been back and forth in and out. You know,
I mean, I'm sure this guy hasn't got a fake pass to rally, backstages
oh,
and
Yeah.
rallies. So, like it should be easily preventable. It should not occur
can't you
in the fucking first place.
find it hard to get into fucking festival arena with a beer? I mean, this guy
Yeah.
fucking went back and
Yeah,
forth through.
So what you got in that bag?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Just my beer, just my beer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's yeah. I don't know the. I mean, the Secret Service mess up. I don't know. It possibly could be. It seems very suspicious. I mean, powers that be, maybe, don't know.
Yeah.
Full speculation. I mean, another possibility could have been him himself. It could have all been a setup from his side to make. I mean, to shift the votes in
Yeah,
his
the political.
in his
Yeah,
favour. I mean,
but
it's an extreme way, but
you got to admit you got to be a really good shot
yeah, that's the thing.
to
You got
get someone on
20-year-old.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, just get a little like grazed in the ear by a bullet.
Yeah, it's
That's
not John Wick over here, is he?
yeah, it's that's very hard. That's almost impossible. You won't be able to do that.
Unless he was, I mean, going down a rabbit hole, yeah, unless he was just there as a
Patsy.
yeah, decoy and
Yeah.
somebody else shot him.
Or
Because
use his whip.
that
Yeah,
was one of the questions that the Secret Service lady was asked when she was testifying. It was like, can you roll out a second shooter? And she was like, no.
But yeah, um, she's fucking very suspicious. The whole thing
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah.
But it's got to fuel.
Well,
It'll fuel conspiracies for
For decades.
yeah for decades, and obviously November there will be the vote, and see we'll see if it worked or not.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But we'll see.
well, I think, but I do think Donald Trump's got a very good chance of winning this election. I think like the Democrats, they've been like, obviously, Joe Biden got into the race because now he probably knows that, oh yeah, I've probably got dementia and it's advancing rapidly.
Yeah.
And the Democrats, I think, in a bit of a mess right now, where the Republicans were first out of mess, especially with like, between, Joe Biden's rule, because obviously what happened at, the Capitol building, Donald Trump, sort of like, hiding, I don't know, waiting for trials as well. And, yeah, I think health indictments he faced and stuff like that. He had a police raid on one of his homes in Florida. So, and he was still the leader, yeah, I thought that Republicans would still be pretty torn up, but I think like now the Democrats it's getting more torn up, bit a bit disorganized.
Yeah. Yes. Whole thing, as I said, is a very strange, and I'm sure if anything comes out in the future, we can come back and talk about it, talk about the whole oddity of what went
I
on.
wonder, I wonder, I wonder if he's going to start building a wall again. I wonder if it's actually going to get fucking finished.
Maybe that's another
That's in a
conversation
couple of
as
years.
well. I don't
Yeah,
want to get into that debate. Well, it's not really a debate, as I said in the beginning. We've got no
maybe maybe
affiliation
if
with
you
anything.
put maybe if you built a wall quite quickly, you would stop that bullet grazing his ear. But
Yes. Cool. So, that was a very good conversation. And
Yeah.
I said we'll get back, and it was
in
fun.
terms
It's
of
always fun. It's always, but it's just that's what it is. It's fun. It's not. It's not. As I said, we're just having a laugh. Uh,
yeah, we're not trying to copy Alex Jones.
no,
No.
no, but yeah.
The Fox are gay.
Uh, Back to carrying on, Daddy. You have to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I'll see you soon.
yeah, until next time, man.
All right. Till next time.
Sweet.
Thank you very much. Take care.